welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to say thank you for 1k. It has been a long journey. I'm so happy to like continue. So I will be doing videos. I don't know the consistency, but I'm gonna try my best to be consistent. But anywho, I'm so grateful. Thank you for everyone that subscribed, shares my videos, watch my videos. But please, I still want more subscribers. I'm not gonna stop yet. I'm not gonna stop. I'm not gonna let anything interrupt my journey this year of YouTube. But anyways, anywho, so this video is about loving yourself, and I just feel like obviously my last few videos have been like just so, I'm not gonna say dramatic, but it's really me just speaking my mind kind of thing. So I just wanted to like, you know, like just kind of elaborate more on like loving yourself. So I got recommended a YouTuber called Brinny Lee, something like that. She's a British YouTuber, and obviously based on like, it was a close friend of mine that actually recommended me to like watch her, and I was quite in denial at first. I was like, oh please, like I know I'm going through stuff, but I don't really want to be like in my free time. Like in my free time I really think about the things that I've been through, I'm going through, and you know, like I don't really want to be listening to more about, you know, what like will just start bringing up stuff in my head, and I just didn't really want to hear it. But I thought, let me just give it a go, and I actually gave it a go, and that's kind of what brought me to like doing this video today. So about loving yourself. So I've been through so many different things when it comes to love and loving people, trusting people, just so many things in terms of that, whether it's emotionally, physically, you know, the whole shebang. And I just kind of wanted to elaborate because I'm in a phase of my life where I'm not lost, but I am lost. I am quite lost. It's hard to admit, but I have come to the conclusion where I am quite lost. Like I realized that me trying to love someone else, as much as I have got love to give, I'm in a place where I don't really love myself enough to actually love someone else. But the love that I have for someone is very genuine. Like the love, if I say I love you or I've got feelings for you or something, like that's genuine. Like it actually comes from my heart. But in terms of me giving you my 100%, I'm very much incapable of doing that, especially right now. Just in terms of, obviously, you know, I know it's hard to admit, but what I have been through. And although I say like I'm okay and stuff, but it's like small things, like if someone was to reassure me on something, it would literally, I'd hear it, but I'd struggle to believe it, which would allow me to kind of like overthink and start like misjudging situations, understanding situations differently, just so many things. But in the long run, it's never gonna work out for me, if that makes sense, if I don't kind of like just accept that I am hurt, I am triggered by certain things, I am bothered, hot and bothered, especially when I am bothered, like I'm very hot and bothered. It's very hard for me to trust someone, and that's all due to what I've been through. And yeah, it's just quite shit right now. Like it is quite shit. Do you understand what I mean? So yesterday night, like I was, this ring light, like I just don't understand. But yeah, I was on my phone just typing like bears. Like yeah, one thing with me, I'm a very like, if I've got something on my mind, if I can't speak to anyone about it, no one's answering the phone, I'm grabbing my phone and I'm gonna start type, and I'll just save it on my notes page. If there's something like a question, I'm not really a hand, because I've got dyslexia. So with me, I may have something in my head, but when I put pen to paper, it doesn't come out right. So when I go back to reading it, I kind of get tired of even reading it because it don't even make sense. So I just thought on my phone, I might as well just start typing, and I've kind of just reread it all, and I just thought I wanted to share it with you guys. So the title of this video is going to be called Love Yourself. And like point number one, you can't love someone if you don't love yourself. And I know it sounds harsh and stuff, but it's generally like, it's not a hit and miss, but you generally can't love someone the way you want to love them, or the way they deserve to be loved, if you struggle to love yourself. Do you get it? Anyways, what is the definition of love? Oh my god, I need to come back to this point. One sec, hold on. Cool. So my next point was definition of love. That was for me to Google and like just break it down, because everyone's got a different everyone has a different definition, and obviously the internet, Oxford Dictionary, whatever. But so the definition of love is an intense feeling of deep affection, and the definition of loving yourself is a range of strong and positive emotional and mental states from the most sublime. So basically just loving yourself in every aspect, loving yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, you get it. And loving myself is what the issue is. I have love to give, but I'm not gonna say it, but you get the whole point. But my journey, so what I'm doing right now is that I'm gonna learn to love myself, and I'm gonna try my best not to be ignorant and blind and just like push people away, because that's one thing I'm queen of, pushing people away. If I've got an issue, I'll either bug out there and then in the most horrific way, or I'll just come to you on violence later on, and I won't speak to you within that time until I come to you. And it can be really toxic and draining. Oh, my back. It can be really toxic and draining, especially for the other person that has to like receive the toxic, you know, random hashing out kind of behavior. Let me put my phone on silent. Yeah. But yeah, so right now the journey that I'm on is a journey of self-love. So me loving myself in every aspect, reconnecting with just my inner self. I feel like, obviously due to my breakup and stuff, I feel like I did lose myself, and I'm not gonna say that I got distracted. I didn't get distracted. I kind of just stopped doing things that made me happy, because I was really low, like, well, I was really low. But I just, you know, I just kind of lost my touch within myself. Like, I lost my personality. I just lost the connection that I had with myself. And if you're not connecting with yourself, then who the hell are you trying to connect with? Do you get it? But yeah, like an example, when I came up my breakup, etc., like I lived a hot girl summer. You know, I was in the club all the time. I was rolling tomatoes all the time. Nothing wrong with that. Do you get it? But it's like a little while after that, I went on the dating apps, went on one date, deleted all the apps. I just couldn't be bothered. Like, it was just so traumatic. If you didn't watch that video, I please recommend you watch that video. But yeah, and then obviously I did start speaking to someone else, and who fucked it up? Me. But anyways, so one thing is, yeah, social media is so toxic. Like, I know last video I was saying music is toxic, but social media is toxic. And when I say social media is toxic, I'm talking about even like these quote pages. Let me not name the baiters page, but I'm gonna do it just because I have to get my point across. Justin LA Boy, your page rattles females like me. Your page, you're not the only one, but there's an app, yeah, that I've got. I'm gonna show you lots this app. I'm gonna also put the little logo in the video somewhere. This app, oh my god, where's it gone? This app right here, oh my god, it is called Motivation Daily Quotes. So I've got my notifications on for this app because I thought, do you know what, maybe sometimes I need to hear like good things. So when you do download the app, it has like different genres of things that you want quotes for in relation to. So like I put quotes about love, relationship, like reconnecting. I think I just ticked everything at this point because I just felt so lost within myself. I just wanted like daily affirmation with everything. Do you get it? So obviously, like, you can like favorite certain quotes that you felt attached to, and I'm gonna read out. I had like 100 that I felt very aligned with. You know, I literally, like, no indirects or nothing. Sometimes when I get the notifications, obviously sometimes when I sit, I'm just like, raw, like, is that what this app is doing? So it's like, 1, every struggle in your life has shaped you into the person you are today. Be thankful for the hard times. They can only make you stronger. Another one, I reward loyalty with loyalty and disloyalty with distance. Another one, you're not going to become a beast overnight. Grind every day until you become one. Another one, what's truly troubling you is it your situation or your thoughts about the situation? Another one, never expect anything, you'll never be disappointed. Another one, like, I was just like literally bears. Like, I was screenshotting these and like just reading and reading. I'll give a few more. Crawling is acceptable, falling is acceptable, puking is acceptable, tears are acceptable, pain is acceptable, injury is acceptable, quitting is unacceptable. Like, some of these are generally motivating, but I feel like I'm spitting, sorry, but I saw this one. Broken crayons still colour. So it made me feel like, even though I am broken, like, I can still, you know, like, even though I am like suffering certain things, I can still, you know, like, give my best. I can still give my all. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was just trying to relate these quotes to my everyday life, and I felt like another one. Never put the key to your happiness in someone else's pocket. Okay. Expect nothing and appreciate everything. Overthinking ruins you. It ruins the situation and twists things around. It makes you worry. Plus, it just makes everything worse than it actually is. Like, there's so many. Like, there's ones that are negative, there's ones that are positive. You deserve someone who chooses you too. Be with someone who makes you a priority, not an option. Fucking nobody is worth losing yourself over. You are stronger than you think. Like, these all kind of gave me, like, in my brain, like, I'm living by it, you know. Every like hour when I get a new quote and stuff, it just kind of made me think. Sorry guys if you're banging, my neighbour's doing some housework. But anyways, it just kind of made me feel like I'm living my life by these quotes. So yesterday I wrote, delete the motivation app. It's a good app if you're not it's a good app if you're not feeling personally attacked. And I started to feel personally attacked with the app. Like, I felt triggered. I felt like this app was indirecting me, and I started to believe this app was literally personally indirecting me. And I literally took every quote I saw as I must live by it. I accepted this app blindly as guidance, like a fool. And then I put in brackets, show the quotes you favorited. Mate, I literally, like, obviously, like, when you go on like Instagram and you see like Cancers are suited with Leos, or they're suited with Pisces or whatever, like, all this compatibility, all these quotes about, like, I even screenshotted one the other day, like, all these quotes, they're so toxic. They are so toxic. Where's the one that I screenshot? Situationships are really crazy. You mean to tell me we are just going to confuse ourselves this whole time and things go left? Pull that I'm single anyways. I'd rather be alone. Like, there's just so many things that leave me having like mixed emotions. And then, you know, when you read stuff, you start to believe it. It's like when you read the times tables, you learn to believe it. So when I'm reading and I'm reading, it's like I'm rehearsing a script in my head. Like, I've learned to believe such negativity towards certain situations. So it's made me act out in like the worst, funniest ways when it comes to even good things coming in my direction. Like, I've literally been blocking my own blessings, and, you know, I can't be happy if I'm blocking my own I can't even talk. I can't be a happy person if I'm blocking my own blessings. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone needs blessings in life. You know, that's the only way life is going to move forward. Like, another one. When they say, I'm glad you're not like them other girls. Look at this. If you know about this girl from you, if you know about love from you. When I saw this, I was just like, rah. That's what we're doing. Like, I don't know, like, everyone interprets things in different ways and stuff. And obviously with this quote thing, you can either read it and not see anything past it, or you can just read it and actually, like, have deep thoughts about it. And I feel like my brain was stemming into, like, having deep thoughts about everything, which it's not good. So I've made it to myself that I'm deleting this app. I only have it on my phone purely for the purpose of this video. My next point is, oh my god, this is gonna sound so soggy, but I've fallen in love with someone and ruined it by my own poor decisions, lack of trust and belief, all due to my past experiences, trauma, and listening to what others had to say in situations that only involved me and the person. Which, I've typed this is all me, by the way. Yes, I fell in love with someone, fallen. My English is really not Englishing today. I'm in love with someone, and based on my past trauma and my past experiences, it's kind of blocked my happiness in terms of, like, moving forward with this person. So it's like, fuck. It's like Like, I've let my past affect my happiness. I've let my past affect my future. I've been so much in denial about it. Like, even when someone's like to me, you're still like, you know, like, it's hard. Like, it's actually hard, especially because I was with the person for so long. And when you're blindly, like, dealing with so much shit from the person, and you don't realise how toxic the situation actually was until, like, I mean, for me, I feel like when guys feel that something's gonna end, they're very fearful and scared about it. But when girls are ready to end it, like, they're just they've come to a point where they've tolerated so much. Maybe some of them, they're stronger than others, where they don't have to sit down and wait for 1, 2, 3 things to happen. They jump at the first red flag. For me, I'm a very forgiving, understanding person, so I've been dealing with red flags for so many years from someone. Like, I'm gonna name certain things like they done. So when we started living together, we had an argument, and I can't remember what the argument was about, but he ripped up my clothes. He threw my clothes into the street. Like, he literally got my clothes, ripped all to shreds, ripped all my clothes to shreds. At this point, I was like 16, 17, 18. So when I turned to like a legal age, I started working. When I started working, my mom was like, you are your own financial responsibility. Do you get it? So obviously I was my own finance. I was financing my life. I was an adult. I had no option but to be an adult from when I was 16. So obviously my hard-earned money, my hard-earned £3.85 that I was getting at McDonald's, cleaning toilets, cleaning the floors and stuff, that I'd worked to get, you know, hourly. Like, in a day I'd probably make like £20, £18, take the longest break because I'm tired of standing on my legs all day. Anyways, ripped up my clothes. I've seen him like throw like glasses and stuff. Like, I've been through madnesses, and obviously I was young and dumb. I should have left the first time. I should have left the second time. I can sit here all day and said I should have left the 600th time. I should have left, but I didn't, because for me it's a thing about feelings. I had deep feelings for the person. I had deep feelings for the person. You know, I was convinced that this is the person I'm going to spend my life with, you know, the rest of my life. You know, like, I was in love. Like, I've never felt like that for anyone. Like, that was my first proper relationship, you know. And then, yeah, like, I was in love in it. So obviously now, I did leave in the end, but I left after how many years? So I dealt with so, like, even when he ripped up my clothes, this was like year 1 out of 6 or 5 and whatever you want to say. Like, I dealt with so many things for so long, and I wasn't strong enough to ever leave. Like, he was quite threatening. I remember there was one day, I think someone said to him that they saw me, or we got into an argument or something, and I wasn't feeling well. So I think I was leaving work, I was going home, and then I was on the bus, and I like, if I'm not, one thing with me, if I'm arguing with you, I don't want to speak to you. I'll speak to you when I'm ready, or I'll come and approach you when I feel like I'm grown enough to have a conversation with you. So obviously now, he must have been threatening to come and kick my door in. You know, he's gonna come now, it's gonna take him 20 minutes to get there. You have said that you're gonna come and kick my family door in. And I was young. I wasn't on this, I'm gonna rock up your shit, I'm gonna fuck you up. He used his strength against me in so many situations. You know, I've been put on the floor before by him. I've been, you know, I'm not gonna get into it too tough, but I've been through so many physical things with him. Like, physical whatever. So obviously, like, I was scared of him at one point. And obviously it started to trigger even smaller things in my head. Like, when my dad had done certain things to my mum, the anger my dad had, I saw it in my ex. I saw the anger, and at one point I was scared of him. I was scared to be with him. I was scared to, like, just be anything near him. So it's like, even that day he said he was gonna rock up to my house. He did rock up to my house. Apparently someone said I'd been cheating on him, XYZ, or I've been all this. Apparently someone said that these men love to live by, these men love to hear, these men love to accept. Not once did you approach me. But anyways, I'm not gonna get into that. Long story short, rocked up to my house, tried to take my phone off me. I had to call the police. It's so long. It's actually so long. If you guys want a story time on that, then let me know, but it's so long. I was living a life in fear. And I was living a life in fear against a man I actually loved. Like, a man, you know, I put my head next to at night, you know. And for me, it's just a thing where, like, you don't expect the ones that you actually love to hurt you. physically, mentally, emotionally, whatever. In every state that I could have been hurt, I was hurt. So obviously from my past of dealing with all of that, it's blocked many blessings for me. I'm not gonna say this year, but in general, it's generally blocked loads of blessings for me. This year's just started. We're in March now. Happy March the 1st. But it's generally blocked so many blessings for me, and I'm done with blocking my blessings now. Like, time to grow, glow, and be grateful. Anyways, so my next point was, if you haven't fully healed from past trauma, how can you move on with someone else if you're so much in denial about being affected? So I was in denial about being affected. Like, one comment someone made to me was like, she hasn't moved past from, like, she's clearly hurt from her ex, she can't trust anyone because of her ex. Like, and every time someone said that to me, I bug out. What do you mean I can't move on from my ex? What do you mean I'm affected by XYZ? And I was so much in denial about it until I just started thinking, like, I watched that Breenie Lee video. What was it called? Zoom. Watching it last night when I realised he hated me. So it's about her ex hating her, etc. And obviously a Twitter thread that was going on, which I'd actually do a video on actually.